Good morning everyone. Welcome to the Cloud Computing class session 28. In the previous session we have studied the concept web hosting services, and in today's session we'll discuss about web APIs. So what are web APIs? These are nothing but web application programming interface. So these are some interfaces through which one system can interact with another system. So for communication we need these APIs between two systems, and these APIs have some ready-made functions or a set of functions or some features which will help for interaction between one system with another system. API stands for Application Programming Interface. API is actually some kind of interface which is having a set of functions. So this set of functions will allow programmers to acquire some specific features or the data of an application. So as I told you, it is one interface through which one system can interact with another system, and which is having some features which programmers will able to use it. So there are number of different application programming interface. Which one you use will depend on your programmer's skills. So depend on the programmer skill, the different application programming interface will be selected, and which company you use for cloud services, and it is also based on which type of organization you are selecting for cloud services. So different cloud providers use different APIs. So according to the organization's needs, they are using the different APIs so that the users can access their cloud services through these APIs. It can be accessed over the web using the HTTP protocol. So the cloud services will be provided on the website. So obviously these interfaces has to be accessed using the web browser, and that is HTTP protocol using the URLs. So it is a framework that helps you to create and develop HTTP based services. So that helps you to create and develop HTTP based services. The web API can be developed by using different technologies. So these application programming interfaces can be developed using different technologies like Java or ASP.NET or so on. So web API is used either in a web server or a web browser. So as I told you, this is an interaction between two systems. So these web APIs can be used while developing the web server, that means at the server side, and as well as the client side, that is the web browser. That's why the communication between the server and client will happen through these APIs. Software companies release their APIs to the public so that other software developers can design products that are powered by its services. So some of the software companies, before fixing the APIs, they release that APIs to the public so that the other software developers can design products that are powered by its service. And it allows the software developers to give their feedback or to design using such APIs for their services. For example, Amazon released its own API so that website developers could more easily access information maintained at the Amazon website. So Amazon services can be accessed using their APIs. So the Amazon has released their APIs so that the website developers will have that APIs, and they can design the APIs interfaces in such a way that it will help the users to access the cloud services of Amazon in a very easy manner. So Amazon is releasing the APIs for the web developers, and web developers are using that API to help the Amazon to design their cloud services interfaces. By using Amazon's API, a third-party website can directly link to products on the Amazon site. See, so by using Amazon's APIs, a third-party website can directly link to products on the Amazon website. That means some other website can link to the Amazon's product. So they can provide the direct link. Okay, like suppose they have their own website. Okay, any individual person have their own website, and directly they can provide the link on their website of the Amazon's product. So this is how the APIs, Amazon's API help the other users also, third party. APIs allows one program to speak with another. They are not user interfaces. So how these APIs work? Let's see. So Web API receives requests from different types of client devices. So Web Application Programming Interface, it receives the request from different types of client. So this client can be using the devices like mobile, laptop, or any system, etc. And then sends those requests to the web server. So with help of these devices, the request that is using the browser, the request will be sent to the web server. So this is very important. The request will be sent to the web server to process those requests and returns the desired output to the client. So after processing that request from the web server, then the web server responses to the client with the help of this web browser. So this is how the APIs work for the interaction between the client and server, or from one system to another system, or from browser to server. So API creators are used for these APIs interaction. So there are many different APIs you can use to link your organization with your cloud applications. So different APIs can be used to link your organization with cloud applications. So some of the famous different APIs like Google Gadgets. So these are the famous APIs of the Google, which comes in 3 languages: XML, HTML, and JavaScript. So these 3 languages are used for designing these APIs, and these APIs can be used by any organization and they can link with their cloud applications. Google Data APIs. So Google Data APIs provide a simple standard protocol for reading and writing data on the web. So Google APIs are very famous, as I told you. So these are used for reading and writing data on the web. They encompass a broad range of business functions that can be used to link your applications within and outside of the cloud. So that can be used to link your applications within and outside of the cloud. For that purpose also they can use this. Google Data APIs include, so some of the examples of APIs of Google like Blogger Data API, Google Book Search Data API, Google Calendar Data API. So these are the different APIs of Google. So according to your requirements, you can select these APIs for your cloud applications. Another famous API is of GoGrid organizations. So GoGrid APIs is a web service that allows developers to control their interaction with GoGrid's cloud hosting infrastructure. So it is a web service which provides for interaction APIs. So GoGrid API provides two-way communication for controlling GoGrid's control panel functionality. So two-way communication is there from server to client and from client to server. So from both sides it provides the APIs. So typical uses for the API include of GoGrid, that is auto-scaling network servers and listing assigned public and private IP addresses. So even this facility is provided with these APIs. Deleting server facility is there, and listing billing details. So these all features also comes with that APIs of GoGrid. So some of the other popular APIs are like Google Map APIs. So we already know the Google Map APIs, and almost in every application these Google Maps are used. So Google Map API allows developers to use Google Maps on web pages using a JavaScript or Flash interface. Google Map API is one ready-made API which can be used in any other website. So it can be linked in any other websites. Next is YouTube APIs. So Google's API lets developer integrate YouTube and functionality into websites or applications. Even YouTube APIs we find out even that can be linked with the help of the developers. It can be integrated into the website or applications. Then next we have Flickr APIs. So it is used by developers to access the Flick photo sharing community data. So it can be, especially it is used for photo sharing community data. So it can be linked with that such type of applications. Next is Twitter APIs. So Twitter offers two APIs, that is REST API and Search API. So these two provides methods for developers to interact with Twitter search and Twitter data. So this can be linked with any other websites or in any other applications like cloud applications. So these are the popular other APIs. So in today's session we have discussed all about the web APIs and how the web APIs help for the interaction between one system to another system or from one interface to another system or server or client. In the next section we'll see some new topic. Thank you.